The automotive world is experiencing a seismic shift. Electric vehicles are no longer a niche market, they are the future of transportation, and China is at the forefront of this revolution. China has become the world's largest EV market and manufacturing hub. Several factors have contributed to China's EV dominance. The country has a massive domestic market with a growing middle class. Chinese consumers are eager to embrace new technologies, and the Chinese government has made the development of the EV industry a national priority. Leading the charge are Chinese EV companies like BYD, NIO, XPeng, and Li Auto. These companies are not just competing with traditional automakers, they are also innovating at a rapid pace, developing cutting-edge battery technology, autonomous driving systems, and sleek, modern designs. The rise of Chinese EV companies is a testament to the country's growing technological prowess. It also reflects the changing dynamics of the global auto industry, where China is no longer content to be a follower. China's EV success story is not a coincidence. It's the result of a deliberate and sustained effort by the Chinese government to foster the growth of the industry. Recognizing the strategic importance of electric vehicles, China has implemented a range of policies designed to incentivize both consumers and manufacturers. One of the key pillars of China's EV strategy is a generous subsidy program. The government provides substantial financial incentives to consumers who purchase electric vehicles, making them more affordable compared to gasoline-powered cars. These subsidies have played a crucial role in driving EV adoption in China. In addition to subsidies, China has also implemented tax breaks and other incentives for EV manufacturers. These measures have encouraged both domestic and foreign companies to invest heavily in EV production facilities in China. The government has also invested in charging infrastructure, making it easier for EV owners to charge their vehicles. The Chinese government's proactive approach has created a favorable environment for the EV industry to flourish. This has not only accelerated the adoption of electric vehicles in China but has also positioned the country as a global leader in EV manufacturing and innovation. While China charges ahead in the EV market, it's not the only sector where the country is making its mark. The Chinese tech industry is also experiencing a period of unprecedented growth and innovation. Chinese tech companies are no longer content to be copycats. They are developing their own cutting-edge technologies and challenging the dominance of Silicon Valley giants. Companies like Huawei, Tencent, Alibaba, and Xiaomi have become household names, not just in China but around the world. They are leading the way in areas such as 5G telecommunications, e-commerce, artificial intelligence, and smartphone manufacturing. These companies have benefited from a combination of factors, including a large and rapidly growing domestic market, a supportive regulatory environment, and access to significant capital. Chinese tech companies are known for their aggressive investment strategies, pouring billions of dollars into research and development. The rise of Chinese tech giants has sent shockwaves through Silicon Valley. U.S. tech companies are now facing fierce competition from their Chinese counterparts, both domestically and internationally. This competition is driving innovation but also raising concerns about intellectual property protection and national security. China's tech ambitions extend beyond just creating successful tech companies. The country is also acutely aware of its reliance on foreign technology, particularly in the crucial area of semiconductors. Semiconductors are the brains of modern electronics, powering everything from smartphones and computers to cars and airplanes. For years, China has been heavily reliant on imports for its semiconductor needs, particularly from the United States. However, recent geopolitical tensions and U.S. restrictions on semiconductor exports to China have exposed the vulnerability of this dependence. In response, China has embarked on an ambitious plan to achieve self-sufficiency in semiconductor production. This includes massive investments in domestic semiconductor manufacturing facilities, research and development, and talent acquisition. Section 5. Rare Earths and Geopolitics, China's Strategic Leverage. China's quest for technological independence goes hand in hand with its strategic control over critical raw materials, particularly rare earth elements. Rare earths are a group of 17 elements that are essential for the production of a wide range of high-tech products, including smartphones, electric vehicles, wind turbines, and defense systems. China possesses the world's largest reserves of rare earth elements and has been the dominant player in their production and export for decades. This dominance gives China significant leverage in the global technology supply chain. Countries and companies that rely on rare earths for their high-tech industries are heavily dependent on China's willingness to supply these critical materials. The strategic importance of rare earths has not gone unnoticed in Beijing. The Chinese government has used its control over rare earth exports in the past as a bargaining chip in geopolitical disputes. This has raised concerns among other countries about the potential for China to restrict rare earth supplies for political or economic gain. Section 6. The Global Chip Game: Navigating the Semiconductor Supply Chain. The semiconductor industry is a complex and interconnected ecosystem. The production of a single chip often involves multiple companies and countries, each specializing in a particular stage of the process. This globalized supply chain has served the world well for many years, driving down costs and fostering innovation. However, the recent semiconductor shortage, coupled with growing geopolitical tensions, has exposed the vulnerabilities of this interconnected system. Companies and countries are now realizing the risks of relying too heavily on a single supplier or region for their semiconductor needs. The United States, for example, is heavily reliant on Taiwan for the production of its most advanced semiconductors. This dependence has raised concerns in Washington about the potential for China to disrupt this supply chain if it were to take control of Taiwan. In response to these concerns, the United States and other countries are now looking to diversify their semiconductor supply chains and reduce their reliance on any single country. This includes investing in domestic semiconductor manufacturing, fostering alliances with like-minded nations, and promoting innovation in semiconductor design and production. Section 7. Innovation Nation: Fostering a culture of technological advancement in China. China's technological rise is not merely the result of government policies and investments, it's also a reflection of a deep-seated cultural shift within Chinese society. China is increasingly embracing a culture of innovation, with a strong emphasis on science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, or STEM education. The Chinese government has made STEM education a top priority, investing heavily in schools and universities to nurture the next generation of scientists, engineers, and entrepreneurs. This focus on STEM is evident in the growing number of Chinese students pursuing STEM-related degrees both domestically and abroad. China's tech companies are also playing a role in fostering this culture of innovation. They are investing heavily in research and development, creating cutting-edge technologies and attracting top talent from around the world. This is creating a virtuous cycle of innovation, with each breakthrough inspiring further advancements. Section 8. The Future of Global Tech Collaboration or Competition. The rise of China as a technological powerhouse presents both opportunities and challenges for the rest of the world. On the one hand, China's technological advancements have the potential to benefit humanity as a whole. From developing new renewable energy technologies to finding cures for diseases, Chinese innovation could help address some of the world's most pressing problems. On the other hand, China's technological rise has also heightened geopolitical tensions, particularly with the United States. The two countries are locked in a strategic competition for technological supremacy, with each side accusing the other of unfair trade practices, intellectual property theft, and espionage. The future of global tech will depend on the choices that China and other countries make in the years to come. Will they choose collaboration or competition? Will they work together to address shared challenges, or will they retreat into their respective corners? The answers to these questions will have profound implications for the future of the global economy, geopolitics, and humanity itself. Section 9. A New World Order: Reshaping the Geopolitical Landscape. The rapid technological advancements of the 21st century, particularly in areas like artificial intelligence, quantum computing, and biotechnology, have the potential to reshape the geopolitical landscape in profound ways. The balance of power is shifting, with new actors emerging and traditional alliances being tested. China's technological rise is a major factor driving this shift. As China becomes more technologically advanced, its economic and military power will continue to grow, challenging the existing global order. This is leading to a more multipolar world, where power is distributed among several major powers, rather than being concentrated in the hands of a single hegemon. This new world order presents both opportunities and challenges. On the one hand, A more multipolar world could lead to greater stability, as no single power is able to dominate the others. It could also create opportunities for cooperation on global issues such as climate change, pandemics, and terrorism. On the other hand, a multipolar world could also be more volatile and unpredictable. With multiple centers of power, there is a greater risk of miscalculation and conflict. The rise of nationalism and protectionism could further exacerbate tensions and undermine global cooperation. The choices that countries make in the years to come will determine whether this new world order leads to greater peace and prosperity or to greater conflict and instability. It is imperative that countries embrace dialogue, diplomacy, and cooperation to navigate this complex and rapidly changing geopolitical landscape.